Hello Internet and welcome to RetroNick Relics, the show where we scour the internet to find all the weird stuff you have never played and give our 2-bit opinion on these 8 through 32-bit relics. Today, I'm calling my shot. I have found what is likely the greatest shoot-'em-up in recorded history. What may in fact be the manliest video game ever made. And no, it's not Jammer Lammy. Clearly, because that is a music and rhythm game. Anyway, I can't think of a better game to introduce this series than Ai Cho Aniki. Ai Cho Aniki, which translates to Love Super Big Brother, transcends the shooter genre into a game that is simultaneously a celebration and parody of masculinity. A game where you don't rely on an overpowered ship that's souped up with a screen full of power-ups that turn you into no less than a god, but a game that relies on one man in a Speedo with a dinky little homing attack. Now I know that doesn't sound super impressive until you realize that you got the power. You got the touch! Ai Cho Aniki doesn't rely on a traditional power-up system. Instead, you input fighting game-style controls to do different poses, which unleash attacks of various ranges and power. The awe-inspiring men's beam might be the most devastating, and you only need to do a half circle and button 2
the evil do that I do
to unleash it. If oiled-up bodybuilders flying through the air doesn't sound appealing, fear not, for Ai Cho Aniki has lots of other tricks up its sleeve, which is impressive for a game where your guy isn't only sleeveless, but shirtless.
Be more funny!
Moving on. This game has a little bit of everything in it, from evil scarecrows to really suggestive-looking trees, and references to classical art and music. Speaking of music, I defy you to find a soundtrack that slaps more than this. This might be the most Japanese thing to ever come out of Japan, up to and including canned coffee, mochi donuts, and robots preparing soft-serve ice cream.
What happened?
The score is completely in kanji. They didn't even put real numbers in this game. The bosses in Ai Cho Aniki run the gamut from buff snowmen and the creation of Adam and a Half Moon to rail-mounted cannons firing little guys in Speedos at you, and an Olympic swimmer with a mechanical turtle shell on his back. My favorite boss, however, has gotta be the gender-flipped Venus under the ocean who drops wriggling eggplants on you. I was shocked to see a game from 1995, as far as I know, an age before emoji. Shocked to see eggplants representing a guy's large unit. The game's imagery is so over the top, I can't see it offending anybody or not offending anybody. It was basically made for the baka-ge, or idiot game enthusiast. I love the weird little touches, like the tiny muscle man doing squats before he moves the hourglass for your timer. Very cute. I'm not exactly sure what the story is in Ai Cho Aniki, and I gotta tell you, I don't really care.
Here comes a new challenger!
Hello, I'm John Carmack, and this is how I talk. Story in a game is like story in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not that important. Gotta bounce!
What else can I say about Ai Cho Aniki that I haven't already gushed about for the last 4.5 minutes or so? It came out for the PC-Engine Super CD-ROM in 1995, and the only other port that I'm aware of was for the now-defunct Japanese Wii Virtual Console in 2007. So if you want to play this gem, you've either got to be a weirdo with one of the many PC-Engine CD systems with a Super System card, have an old Virtual Console purchase on your Wii's SD, or make like a maritime marauder of ill repute and Yeah, I mean, you know what to do. So what do I think? Well, Ai Cho Aniki has everything you could ever ask for in a baka-ge. It's fast, it looks ridiculous, and it plays great. In fact, it's so weird and so well tuned that its greatest detriment is really that there isn't more of it. You can beat this thing after a handful of sessions, but you'll never stop laughing about it. Or thinking about it. This game will scar your mind. I highly recommend Ai Cho Aniki for anyone who wants to try a unique take on a familiar formula. See something delightfully weird, or for anybody looking for something to make everyone laugh at their next party. Or, at the very least, feel mildly uncomfortable. I give Ai Cho Aniki 9 pieces of suggestive-looking produce out of 10. And a major shout out to my friends over at Retro Game Squad, where you can hear me babbling on from time to time about more unusually Japanese games. Please be sure to check out their website at retrogamesquad.com or check them out on Twitter at twitter.com/retrogamesquad. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit those like and subscribe buttons, and tune in next time to find out what I dig up next. I'm RetroNick.
And you'd be too if you were me.